Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crockett Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone. Say I'm riding shotgun by myself. You know who it is, man. It's the 5-star general, the Black Rush Limbaugh. Say, man, we finna follow it up, tell you how my weekend went at the Texas State Capitol, along with an update on Dr. Candice Matthews and the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County. Y'all get a seatbelt, because this one's gonna be good, baby. Say, man, I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone and tell you thank you for tuning in. You know, without you guys, I wouldn't have a show. And I want to tell you thank you for taking time out to come and hang out with your boy. I think we're doing pretty good, man. We riding solo. We're doing pretty good. And it's going to be what it need to be. You know, my job is simple: expose the corruption that's going on, talk about everything that is going on in the world. Today, you know, the Democrats walked out of the House again. Special session. They not feeling the voter integrity laws is what I call them. They not feeling them. They didn't feel they would probably go their way. So they walked out and they're headed over to Washington, D.C. to get out of the state of Texas because they could arrest them in the state of Texas for not doing their jobs. So the one thing I always tell people, if you believe in something, stand up for it. If this is what they believe in, it's about goddamn time they stood up and did something about it instead of taking pictures and thinking we comfortable with them just taking pictures. While we talking about that, you know, this weekend, and I sound a little funny because I was in the state capitol all day Saturday, all night Saturday, half of Saturday morning, and I didn't testify until like 4 a.m. in the morning. Now I'm watching all these people, these representatives, you know, scream, there's no voter fraud in the state of Texas. I want to show y'all something, and then we're going to talk about it. All right, let's do this. I'm going to show you what happened when I went in at 4 o'clock in the morning. Let's see what happened. Hold on. Let me get it up here for y'all. Here, Monroe.
We show you registered as Gary Monroe, representing yourself, and you are for the bill. Is this correct?
Yes.
Okay, please proceed.
I'm confused. How is it that the Texas Rangers, state of Texas, the DAs don't have as much evidence of voter fraud as I do? Now, I'm going to see if we got some handicapped people in the room. Which one of y'all want to stick this flash drive in your computer and listen to a lady from New Orleans who hasn't been on the voting rolls in Texas, shouldn't have been on it for the last 10 years, say that I didn't vote in the last presidential election, but yet she did in Harris County. Your problem is Harris County. The whole state of Texas is going to suffer. How does a dead person vote? Well, hold on. Is it one dead person or is it multiple? How are these dead people voting in Harris County? You don't want to see the evidence because somebody's benefiting off of this cheating. I'm an African-American man. I live in a poor African-American community. I have a problem with my representation. And they benefit from this. Would you like to see some mail-in ballots with all the same signatures? Talk to me. I bet you won't ask me no questions. See, because this is all real. Do something with these people. And for all these politicians that act like they don't know what's going on, you are a pathological liar. The voter harvesters work for you. Do they exist? Yeah, they exist. I sat in a room with them, and they didn't know they were being recorded when they took the $12,000. I'll say it under oath. I said it all day because it's time to stop playing the game. Some representatives got a lot of questions. Be careful what you ask me because I just might be able to tell you the truth. Here it is. Which one of y'all want it? Anybody up here want it? I bet you won't stick that flash drive in there, because that ain't the only recording on there. Several people voted in the last election in Harris County, but they live in New Orleans, Louisiana. I'm done talking. You ain't gotta ask me nothing.
Thank you, Mr. Moore.
I'll leave it here.
Thank you for being here today. Sir, your name?
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
They broke quorum today because they said that these voter integrity laws don't need to be upgraded. They don't need to pass this. But yet I sat in that room with at least 150 felony counts of voter fraud, and not one Democrat asked me a question. Not one. But you had more than enough questions for everybody. But you didn't ask me one question. You know why you didn't ask me a question? Because you knew I wasn't lying. You knew I was not lying. I get it with them standing up for what they believe in and they having to jump on the private plane and go to DC. But don't act like this is not happening in the state of Texas, because it really is happening. So is this about Republican or Democrat? No. Is this about white or black? No. This is about people who decide who they want in office by using voter harvesting and cheating in elections to put the people in office that they want. So is nobody in the city of Houston, the county of Harris, that can tell me voter fraud does not happen. I brought it to the state capitol, and by the way, they put it in the record. So that stuff is in the record. I wanna send some gifts out, because when it happens, you know, I want people to understand where it come from. You, Gloria Palmer, you can call around to everybody. Call around to Sheila, call around to whoever, and do what you do. They coming with them handcuffs for you, mama. I'm just giving you fair warning. Tomar Bishop, they coming with them handcuffs for you, mama. We got word Saturday. I'm gonna drink me some victory water. Because if I was y'all, I'd get to singing like the Temptations with over 100 counts of voter fraud. Oh yeah, they coming for you, baby. So for all of y'all out there that think we had something to do with the man that got, you know, arrested for the voter fraud where he voted and wasn't supposed to vote in Houston, we ain't had nothing to do with that. That is not our work. We don't want credit for that. That's not our business. But Tomar Bishop and Gloria Palmer, it is your problem now. Practice doing this, because they're finna put them cuffs on you for what y'all have done and how y'all have raped our community, helping these rogue politicians. It's only fair that you go sit in a federal penitentiary as long as you need to sit in there. Now, I recommend you start talking. You can keep believing that them people gonna save you, but they ain't. Yeah, they got something for you. They got something for you. So I'm telling you right now, I kind of like It's like I got my crystal ball right here. We see I'm rubbing my crystal ball, and I can see the future. Gloria Palmer and Tomar Bishop, you going to jail. Is Sheila gonna help you? Is Rodney gonna help you? Is Kim gonna help you? No, because we done went over their head. Now you got to pay for what you did. They dealing with Tasha, man. They dealing with her. Trust me, we want her. But right now, I gotta get them, Shaniqua. I gotta get them. Y'all gone. You done. If I was you, I'd get on the freeway, get over to 290 by Del Mar Stadium and HISD, go a couple exits down, exit, make a right. There's a turquoise building. It's called the Office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. If I was y'all, I'd go in there and start singing like The Temptation, because if you play the game where you think you ain't gonna get caught, you gonna get caught. You already caught. You done. Hey, I'm who I am. I am who I am. So you can get ready for it. Now, the other day, I did a story on, did a program on my girl, Dr. Candice Matthews. Man, do you understand the pushback that we got on that, man? Folks calling us, man, can you let her go? Hell no. See, because this thing got a little bit bigger. Now, you know, on GP, she's a member of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. And the state president is Caroll Robinson, the Honorable Caroll Robinson. And that night, I sent word over to not only the state president, but the local president, Terrence Skanks, and said that you had 48 hours. See, let me tell you who you need to play with, homeboy. You need to go over to Walmart and go in the toy section. And you need to get you a doll. Because I ain't to be played with. I ain't no goddamn play toy. And when I say something, I mean what I say. So, Tara, you asked, wasn't she your former co-host, though? What does that have to do with it? It has nothing to do with it. And when I figure out you rogue, I'm coming for you. I don't give a damn if you my mama. I'm in this for real, y'all. But back to what I was saying. So I think that you need to go to Walmart and get you a play toy. Because I ain't to be played with, Mr. Robinson and Mr. Skanks. So let me tell you what I did over the weekend, because I knew that you wouldn't follow instruction. I started digging into the coalition's business. The Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County. And I'm a member. That means you took my money, I paid my dues. I have a right to ask questions, and there's nothing that you can do to me. Right now, if you choose to, I'll sue the shit out you. However you want to do it. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So can you, because there's a lot of people on here that may be members, that may be looking at joining the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County. But there's a problem, Ms. Skanks. Your organization is inactive. Oh, you sitting over there? Yeah, we already knew that. They said that the other day. No, hold on, Mr. Skanks. Mr. Caroll Robinson, can you tell all these candidates that have given you money? Can you tell all these people that have paid dues why we have been paying dues to an organization that's been inactive since 2015? Do you understand that you are now in violation of state and federal law? An inactive PAC cannot accept money. So can you tell us, we don't want to hear nothing about the mistakes? None of that. None of that. I'm asking you right now, Negro, since you want to play with me and I told you had 48 hours, why is an inactive PAC collecting money for the last 6 years. Talk to your boy, homeboy. Now I'm going to do this again. Negro, a leave of absence for 60 days is not what we requested. Her gone forever is what needs to be done out of respect for everybody that's a part of any coalition of Black Democrats in the state of Texas. You feel me? So let me put you on some pins and needles in my Ice Cube voice. Oh, it ain't over, Mo. It ain't over. See, your worst nightmare was Demetria and Donovan going on about their business, because that left 5 Star with a lot of time on his hands. And this ain't what you wanted. Hold on a second, y'all. Can I go to my texts? Because I wanna say this here. Dr. Hinton, because that's what your business name is, Dr. Hinton. That's how you got it on your business. Do you have a clue that I talked to DeAndrea Hinton today? Who's DeAndrea Hinton? That's the mama of your ex-husband that died in prison, died in the county. You sure you want to fuck around with me? Huh? Had a long conversation with her. And by the way, she also agrees that you don't have any degrees. So this thing that y'all working on, by the time you have the meeting Wednesday, that is taking you so long to have, don't nobody want to see no made up transcript, because a transcript don't do nothing but tell you your hours. I'm in college. Don't play with me. Where is the diploma? Where is the documentation that comes in the little fancy envelopes, whether they blue, green, red, or whatever, that says you have a degree? You don't have a degree. So, Mr. Skanks, the next time you tell somebody else that y'all got the transcripts, we're going to bust your ass too. We're going to dig off in your business too, which we done already started doing that. So what I need you to do, homeboy, get out our line of fire. Get out of our line of fire. Mr. Robinson, I pray Wednesday night you do what you're supposed to do. Because you taking money with a PAC that's inactive for 6 years, I ain't got no problem trying to send you, your president, and whoever handled the money to the jailhouse. Now, let's see if I can get this straight with you, big homie. You think you want to play with me now? You think you want to play with me now? There's far more. There is far more. See, when you out here in the streets and you boo-booing on people, like Dr. Matthews has done, you develop a lot of enemies. And a lot of these enemies just needed somebody to talk to. And they ain't just doing no talking. They coming with the evidence. So any one of y'all that want to line up with this lady who's nothing more than a fraud, then line up with her. But if you think you're going to take a 60-day leave of absence and come back around here and hold people accountable, the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats is the biggest joke in the state of Texas at the moment. Didn't you try to hold Harold Dutton accountable? Didn't you try to hold Art Acevedo accountable? No, Caroll, what you did is you let Candice go out there like a crash dummy and try to hold people accountable so that she could do your dirty work. But you won't open your mouth to hold her accountable. And you think the African-American community is going to allow you to get away with that? Not on my watch, big homie. Not on my watch. So if y'all just tuning in, if you missed Friday, you feel what I'm saying? Dr. Matthews has a problem presenting her documentation to prove that she has a PhD. Matter of fact, a master's degree. Matter of fact, a bachelor's degree. Because there are a lot of people that say you don't have nothing. And you're sitting here, Mr. Skanks. And let me tell you something, brother. I just want to say this to the man. I done battled the best in the business, Terrence. You ain't built for what I bring to the table, dog. Terrence, I'm going to have you shaking like a stripper at $2 Tuesday, man. Don't do this to yourself, bro. But if you want it, you can get it. What we telling you, hold on. What we telling you is stand behind the truth. But see, there's so much wrong right now with the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County. I don't think none of y'all need to say nothing before you incriminate yourself. You need to plead the fifth right now. You have the right to remain silent. I need you to get used to that, because when they come and they clack, clack, that's what they're going to be talking to you about. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to an attorney. They're going to read you your rights. Your business so raggedy with the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats that is unreal. Clack, clack. They're coming to see you, big homie. And I'm like a pit bull when I lock on you because I ain't letting you go. Now, I've heard Mr. Skanks and Mr. Robinson tell people that we like to tear down black people. Stop that lying. I uplift black people every single day. But I spank the asses of the ones that's dirty. We don't tear down black people. What you're doing is you're manipulating black people. You are fraudulently manipulating African-American voters. How dare you take money and commit a crime for a PAC that's been inactive for 5 years? Explain that to us. 5, 6 years you've been inactive. 5, 6 years, dude. This ain't something we done pulled up by mistake. Texas Department of Ethics say that you have been inactive for 6 years. So that means that all of this stuff that's been going on with this cheating and all this foolishness, you explain to me why anybody got on a plane today when I stood in that building the other day with the proof. So you telling me what I had was wrong. You telling me the information that I had was fraudulent. No, y'all shouldn't have got on a plane, and somebody needs to call an emergency meeting of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats to address the fact that all of y'all are now in some shit that you didn't need to be in because of somebody that they're trying to protect with a fake doctoral degree. Sometimes your business ain't everybody's business. Explain to the people why this is going on. Explain to the people that you Dems just operating in fear. For every one of y'all out there about, oh, the big lie. I ain't talking about the big lie. I'm talking about the lie of Harris County. What's going on down here with drive-through voting? What's going on down here with this ballot harvesting? That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what the hell went on in Louisiana and Arkansas and Arizona. But I know what went on in Harris County. And any representative from Harris County that got on a plane, you know goddamn well you ain't supposed to be on that plane today. But you had to get on it to show the people that you stand for them. You have to get on it to show the people that this is voter suppression. So when one of y'all go to the voting polls and they tell you got to take a test and you got 10 minutes to do it, if you miss one question, you can't vote. Let me know where that happens at. Or is it what I thought when I was sitting in the committee all day Saturday, where everything that kept coming up was about the criminal penalties? Y'all don't want the criminal penalties tied to the laws that have to change. So you're going to get out here and you're going to spin the narrative, and it is what it is. So here's a question I could ask some people. If this is voter suppression, when are you going to bring somebody into a committee meeting that this actually affects? Somebody that don't have an ID, somebody that if they're a poll worker, it is what it is, they're going to get attacked. Where are these people at? Because the only people showing up is the ones that go in and vote anyway. So where the people at that this adversely affects? You're a liar. You're a pathological liar. And all you're trying to do is keep a system in place for November so that you and your friends can win these elections fraudulently. And then we wonder why our schools are failing. Then we wonder why our crime rate is so high. Because the representation that's fighting to keep everything the same is the same representation that ain't doing shit for us. Nothing for us. And that includes the black and the brown coalition. Because my brown brothers, they screwing you too. Well, let me tell you something, Alan Guillory. As long as you're doing right by the people, and don't get deleted, as long as you're doing right by the people, I don't have a problem with you. But when you start doing dirty by the people, see, you got a problem with me calling it out. I get it with y'all. Some of y'all, you got a problem with me calling it out, but you ain't got a problem with the person that did what they did. Oh, I get it. Now let's just let these niggas get away with anything they want. Let's only grind the white people. But the black folk can violate the law, and we ain't supposed to say nothing about it because we black too. Is that how they work? Is that how they work, big homie? Just because you my friend don't mean I won't bust your ass. If I misrepresent myself in any capacity right now, they'll hold it against me. If they think that they got a background on me on social media, they'll post it. They did it last year when they posted a fake one. They thought it was mine. They posted a fake one. So let me tell you something, bro. You can't fix none of this until you get rid of the people who are holding us down. Now you got people involved in this fraudulent pack that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Is that fair to them? Well, I make sure that they ain't on my radar, but the ones that I know they're on my radar, we finna give y'all the business. Just because you black does not give you a pass to do what you want to do. And they're not doing anything to white people. They're doing it to black people. Talk to me. But black politicians doing something to white folk. Black politicians drag black people. Black politicians are the ones that are suppressing us. And we don't want to admit it because we don't want to put them on Front Street for the white man. I'll put them on Front Street for the blue man. I don't give a damn. And that's what it is. This is not an attack on anybody. This is an attack on our democracy. This is an attack on the fact that I go out there and I vote. But my vote does not matter because they already got folks voting. So what happens if I come up one day and they say, well, you're getting arrested because you voted twice in the 2020 election? No, I didn't. I voted once at the Sunnyside Multipurpose Center. But what if they got 2 ballots for me? What if they got 2 ballots for Ragnar Runner? What if they got 2 ballots for Alan Guillory, for Curtis Chavez? But none of us know about the second ballot. This is not how it works. So the snakes Ain't the white snakes that we need to worry about in the African American community. The snakes are the black ones that we have to seem to worry about every single day. Now, as far as the good doctor goes, she's been running around, holding people accountable, shitting on them, all that. But now she's under scrutiny, and the same organization that likes to put out press releases called press conferences, they won't put one out on their own people. And they also will not do nothing about the fact that they have somebody that sits on a board in a board position that threatened to blow a school up with children in it. Oh, there's more. There's far more. But I ain't going to put it out. I'm going to let it come out. And then I'm going to report on it. So for anybody out there that just thinks, oh, we like to tear down black people, some of y'all need to be torn down because you don't need to be representing us. Some of y'all need to go to jail because you don't need to be representing us. And you ain't got a politician out there that's going to tell me what I can and cannot say. A whole bunch of y'all, man, with the shit that y'all done did, a whole bunch of y'all should be in jail under the jailhouse with the things that y'all have done. And we slowly but surely picking it apart. Let me read Errol Jones, and I caught a cold in that room the other day in the Capitol. What is the role and connection with the politicians and the sorority and fraternity groups? Most of these politicians, male or female, a lot of them graduated from college and they're affiliated with these sorority and fraternity groups. So a lot of these fraternity and sorority groups donate to their campaigns. They get the tickets to the parties. They get to take the pictures. Lena Hidalgo was there the other day when I was at the Capitol, and they were all around her like she was Beyonce. Now, here's the thing. We leave out the Capitol 4 a.m. Guess who walked me to my car? Beto O'Rourke. I ain't take a picture with him. See, because I'm not enormed with taking pictures with politicians. I need to see the work. I don't give a damn. Yeah, Beto walked me from the Capitol all the way to the parking garage. And you know how I talk to him? Y'all get up under, oh, it's Beto O'Rourke. And he say, man, I like you, because he was in there when I was testifying. And I told him I like you too. You just dumb. They say, what? What you mean? How you let them people beat you out of $80,000, man? He ain't deny it. We had a long talk. See, the thing is I'm not caught up on taking pictures with all these people. Yeah, the dudes y'all crazy about, a lot of y'all crazy about, man, we walk into the car talking like real homies. We're talking just like real homies. Does that mean Beto O'Rourke would get my vote? Nope. It doesn't mean nothing. I research every single candidate. This election is slowly creeping up on us. We're in the month of July. You got August, September, October, November. Really 3 months and a few days. You feel what I'm saying? Beto O'Rourke walked me to my car. With his people, they up in the front, me and him just walking in the back, chopping it up. How you let these people beat you out of $80,000, man? Never told me I was wrong. See, y'all don't understand in the political world. I got all the pieces to the chessboard right now. And I'm finna dog walk y'all. So I'm gonna go back to what I said. And I ain't waiting. I'm finna work on y'all in Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, because if you violated the law, I have a responsibility to do what I need to do. She needs to go away. I think she will once this other stuff drop. Because this is horrible. Yeah. Deandra Hinton I talked to your former husband's mom. Let me tell you something, Alan. You say I should strap up? Who told you I wouldn't? Let me say that slow for you. Who told you I wouldn't? Who told you when I move I don't have a trail car behind me? Who told you I wouldn't? These little white collar criminals better go sit their ass down and see if they can get another invite to a motherfucking library opening or something, where they cut the ribbon or whatever. I ain't to be played with. Ain't to be played with, bro. Dr. Matthews is very simple. Don't nobody want to see no fake transcript. Show the degrees. And if we're going to show the degree in 5 days to silence us, I'm waiting on the defamation of character lawsuit. And I tell you what we can do. This is how we can do it. On the day that you got that lawsuit process server that need to serve me, give me a call and I will meet you at Jackie A. Senior High School. And I will take your subpoena to come to court for your suit. But I promise you, I'm going to countersue. I'm going to countersue. You know, I looked at your financial records. But that's public record too. How you got problem paying people when you got over $2 million last year? Why people walking around saying you don't pay them, but yet your financials say you made over $2 million, but you didn't have a problem paying yourself $200,000, but you got a problem paying them hard-working people? Caroll and Mr. Skanks seem like I know quite a bit, don't it? I said, why you got a problem paying these hard-working workers when you made over $2 million? You paid yourself $200,000, but you got a problem paying them. Explain that to me. Another thing, how are you working 40 hours a week and you always on the road at the state capitol and Beaumont and everywhere? Man, did you fraudulently fill out a tax return? I'm asking. I don't know. I ain't the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm 2 sandwiches short of a picnic. I ain't that smart. Did you fraudulently fill out that tax return? Because if you did, you're going to have a problem. Matter of fact, since we're talking, y'all, I think we need to know who this person is. Why did you scrub your Facebook and your social medias this weekend and take off all your educational background? We watching you 24/7 now, baby. You can't take a shit no more. Why did you take off your educational background off of your social medias? And now you're filling it up with bullshit politics shit. Do you have a clue that once you put it on social media, it ain't going nowhere, even if you delete it? They should have gave you that. That's social media 101. That's social media 101. You scrubbed your social media pages. Whoever guiding you back there, they the dumbest because they're the world, man. But I tell you what you can't scrub. Nothing that's public record. So sometimes you just got to own it. Just come out and say, I don't have one, and I didn't have one, and throw yourself on the mercy of the court. Because these games you playing, that's not going to look good in court. When one day we can show one thing, and then the next day you scrubbed it. Telling people go back and do their homework a little bit better, man. So back to what I was saying, Mr. Skanks, Caroll, Robinson, why are you running a PAC that has been inactive for 5 years. Inactive for 5 years. You can't explain that. What lie you gonna make up now? So like I said, all this stuff about folks tearing down black people, a whole bunch of y'all need to go to jail, man. That's all it boils down to, man. Because y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. And you think people gonna keep putting up with it, man. You think people gonna keep putting up with it. So right now, we're in the middle of doing what we do. Got our eyes on everybody. Every last one of y'all. Because I know y'all cowards running packs. And when it's all said and done, we're going to sink your Titanic. I can promise you that. You got it? Ain't that what you're telling them, Terrence? You got it. Y'all got it under control. No, you don't. You've lost control. And I want you to understand something, Terrence. Crooks never get caught. They get comfortable. Explain to these people why you guys are accepting money for a political PAC that has been inactive since 2015. And you feel like you don't have to answer to nobody? If you don't make the right move Wednesday, I'm going to send you some company. I bet you answer to them. Now, this is the part that I don't like because it's called collateral damage. There are people that may get caught up in this thing that have nothing to do with it. They didn't have a clue this was going on. They didn't have a clue this was going on. Why should these people get caught up in all this foolishness because 3 or 4 professional Negroes want to play the game? I want to take y'all back to when Mr. Skanks was on the war zone. And you remember how nervous you were when you were on the war zone? Are you going to be that nervous when you're sitting in that room talking to them federal agents? Keep playing the game and you will be. And by the way, by the time that comes, we're going to separate all of y'all. In all actuality, the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats should have an emergency meeting right now based on the fact that you have been inactive for 5 years, accepting money from politicians, members, the whole night. You just accepted money last week in a membership drive. You should have an emergency meeting right now. Caroll, you're not going to beat me. Caroll, you're not going to beat me. Everybody want to know where you get that name. The 5-star general. It's from battles like these, Caroll. And I always win. It's time for you to do the right thing, dude. You are not who I want. Let it go. But if you line it up, the feds will be knocking on your door too. Because y'all days of screwing our community from the north side to the south side, the southwest, everywhere, it's over. We're not going to keep doing it. And you're not going to keep doing it to my people. You know what? My people are black people in my districts, all the districts I named, white people, Asian people, Latino people, LGBTQ people, kids, you're not going to do it no more. Now, in all actuality, because you accepted this money as a PAC, I'm now requesting that you refund 5 years worth of money to everybody that gave you money until you can get your business in order with the Texas Ethics Commission. Now, if you don't do that, you'll end up paying it in the form of restitution. How you want to do it? You get to choose. You know, I tell people, you get to choose. You can die fast or you can die slow. As of 4:49 p.m. today, man, hold on. I can do you one better, Dimitri. Hold on. Let me go in here. Let me go in here. Let me see. Let's put this up here. I don't want to show everybody the number, but I got to do it like this here. Do you see that 512 number? That 512 number? See, I called them multiple different numbers. At that time, they were inactive. And they've been inactive for the last 5 years. So what I'm asking you to do, out of respect, is find out how much money you've collected, whether it's from politicians, whether they won or lost, membership dues, give it all back. Now, if you don't give it back, I'm going to spank that ass. Because you can't get away now. I am going to spank you in a manner that you've never seen in your life. So, big homie, here's my thing. When it's all said and done, your reputation will be judged but one day. But your character will be judged for a lifetime. I expect for the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County, to do the sound, ethical thing. I expect that you take me very, very seriously. Because if you don't, the system is going to separate some families. I ain't going nowhere. But some of y'all going to jail. Get them people their money back. And all this is happening because you tried to play your pawn over the weekend against my rook. I control this chessboard, young man. I don't give a damn how smart you think you are. You're not that smart. And I am on a mission to expose as many of y'all as I can expose. Those that's good with me know they good with me. But some of y'all, you ain't gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. I'm on political stuff, Alan. I don't care nothing about Cornell right now. Anybody want to go after Cornell, tell them go after him. I'm on these people that are destroying our communities. And why is it so hard for Black people to see that? Why is it so hard for black people to clearly see that the enemy is the one you're taking a picture with? Are you that brainwashed to where you can't see it? Or do you just have to ride the train because they have enough sorority and fraternity people riding the train, so you don't want to be out here like against these people? Y'all either work for the community or a whole bunch of y'all gonna go to jail. That's how it boils down. Feel what I'm saying? Now we'll be monitoring you, good doctor. Dr. Matthews. You shall be monitored 24/7. Hold on a second, y'all. I just got something come through. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, let's look at it. Y'all see that? Harris County, Black Democrats, inactive. So explain to the people, how does this happen? How did that happen? And this is on from the Texas Ethics Commission, July 12th. Inactive. Inactive. Hold on, let's put it up. You are inactive. And you've been inactive for the last 5 years. I need them people to get their money back. I need them to get their money back. I'm going to read your comment, Errol. Demetri, before I have a single concern for election integrity, I'm concerned about black empowerment. Well, guess what? We ain't going to never get it with these Negroes in office right now. I don't even have to read the rest of that. We can't get it with the people that's there. The people that are in office right now are undermining us. They're undermining our democracy. And what needs to be understood is these people need to go by any means necessary. So explain to me, my good people, how long am I going to lie? Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, Harris County, inactive. How does that happen? How did that happen? You wasn't even supposed to take no money. You wasn't supposed to give no money out. Why do you have people in this organization, and this organization is fraudulent? Do you not have respect that some people don't have time for the foolishness? Game on. Y'all hold on just a second. There we go. All right, there we go. I want everybody not to spend another dollar with the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. You should not be a member. You should not donate to their causes. If you are a politician, do not give your money to these people. They are an inactive PAC. They are an inactive PAC. Hold on. They are an inactive PAC. Yeah, that was my fault, man. I be messing with them things. So we're going to stay on this for a while. And if any of y'all got a problem with me tearing these dirty Negroes down, let me know. And I'm going to keep tearing them down. And keep tearing them down until they're no longer in business. You feeling what I'm saying? Y'all hold on a second. I'm back. Why is it as black folk that when it comes to certain aspects of business, we cannot do the business ethically? Why is it that when it comes to black folks, we just can't do nothing the right way? It's always got to be some shadiness involved. And why is it that black folks, when we get caught, we shouldn't say anything about it? That's not the way it's going to be. Dr. Matthews, or whatever you may be called, registered nurse or whatever, please try something different than that fake transcript. That's not going to work. And let me ask you a question. How do you know that we ain't already requested your transcripts from the college? Don't make yourself look stupid. Say, man, it's a reason we the best in the business. It's called the War Zone. Every night from 7 to 8, YouTube and Facebook. I am the 5-star general, the Black Rush Limbaugh. Until tomorrow night. Night, Caroll. Night, Terrence. And night, good doctor. Welcome to my world.